Some time ago I created a team called Power Rangers Elemental Force, and if you haven't seen the story, I'm going to give you a brief summary so you can understand the rest of the video. Power Rangers Elemental Force is a fan-made team. This means that it's a team that doesn't exist in reality and they are just Rangers based on my imagination. The theme of this team is the elements of nature, but with some small changes to make it more entertaining. The Blue Ranger is the leader of the team and controls the water element. This includes ice, snow, and everything that contains water. This Ranger is very intelligent, and his weapon is an ice axe. The Red Ranger controls the fire element. This also includes lava, and he has the ability to resist heat. Basically, he doesn't burn with anything. This Ranger's weapon is a fire sword that can cut through almost anything, and his personality is quite aggressive. There is also the Yellow Ranger, which comes from the future and controls the element of electricity. Basically, she controls energy and has a great knack for technology. Then we have the Green Ranger, which controls the earth element, and with this she can control plants, rocks, and different types of soil. His main weapon is a magic hammer with which he can break any rock, create earthquakes, and protect it from any spell. Another member of the team is the Golden Ranger, who comes from the past and was asleep for many years. This Ranger is very powerful and has the ability to control all the elements. Finally, we have the White Ranger, a woman who comes from another planet and controls the air element. This Ranger is very powerful and basically joined the team to help them with some complicated problems. This story has many more details, and you can see them in the video that I will leave in the description. There is also another team called Power Rangers Dragon Knights. I'm not going to tell you about all the details because the important thing I want to talk about in this video is not the teams, but the idea that many Power Rangers fans create stories and teams every day, and sometimes they are amazing ideas. I'm not saying this because of my story. I'm saying this because many of you wrote in the comments several of the teams you have created, and some of those ideas are even better than many teams we have seen in the history of the franchise. It is for this reason that sometimes I don't understand all the mistakes they made in the 2017 movie, as any fan could have created a better team. Even though we have talked several times about this movie, in this particular topic we also have to talk about it, since Power Rangers 2017 was going to be the beginning of the reboot, but because it was a failure they had to cancel the whole thing. Precisely this is the fear we all have, because even though in that movie they did an excellent job with the special effects, the style of the story, and the darkness of the drama, the most important element they didn't have. Any Power Rangers fan knows and understands the true essence of the franchise, and it is for this reason that many of the teams you have created are better than the one we saw in Power Rangers 2017. Even though many of you have commented that you would be willing to watch a Power Rangers Elemental Force TV series as you have liked everything about this story, this is because I have not erased the essence of the franchise in my team. This essence is sometimes very complicated to explain, but we can mention some important things so that the reboot can be successful and not have a failure like the 2017 movie. The first element that the new universe must have is a specific thematic, and although this may not seem so important, it really is. As I mentioned earlier, I have created two teams, Power Rangers Elemental Force and Power Rangers Dragon Knights. Although the stories of these teams are combined, the themes of each one are very different, and this makes them unique. Power Rangers Elemental Force has a theme of the elements and the power of nature. Power Rangers Dragon Knights has a medieval theme, knight armor, dragons, and magic. Basically, it's like a combination of Power Rangers, Game of Thrones, and ancient magic. If we pay attention to the 2017 movie, that team doesn't have a very defined theme, because despite being the Mighty Morphin reboot and the Zords are supposedly prehistoric animals, the reality is that you can't notice that theme at all. Even, the Zords have a pretty terrible design since they don't look much like animals, and the Rangers' costumes don't have any reference to this theme either. Another important detail in Power Rangers is the custom weapons, and while not all teams have this, many Rangers have something different that makes them special. We can see this in the Elemental Force team, as each of them has a different weapon that has a special power, and this gives more personality to that Ranger. This makes the fans can identify better with each member of the team, and we can all choose our favorite. If all the team members have the same weapons, the same costumes and the same abilities, then it gets pretty boring. In the 2017 movie, all the Rangers had the same thing, and the only difference was the colors of the costumes. This does not include the personality of each Ranger, as obviously this is going to be different as they are different people. Another theme is the special moments, coordination attacks, and team attacks. This may perhaps seem a bit childish, but it is still part of the essence of Power Rangers, and I think they can transform it to create a more mature version. In the 2017 movie there are some moments that have a bit of this, but the most epic moment they damaged it with a rather silly joke. I'm talking about the moment when the Rangers first use the Zords and we start hearing the mighty Morphin song. This was the perfect moment to give the movie all the excitement it needed for that third phase, and they damaged it when they put Billy running backwards in his Zord. This kind of thing makes a mockery of what Power Rangers is all about, and even though the franchise has always had goofy comedy, they never make jokes at moments like that. When the Rangers get to the crucial moment of battle, they always get serious, and there is no comedy at that moment, as it is a dangerous situation where the Rangers must destroy the enemy to save the world. I know all this may sound a bit childish, but that is the true essence of Power Rangers, and that is that all of us can feel the excitement at that special epic moment. If the new creators of the reboot want the new universe to succeed, then they must place a lot of importance on the essence of Power Rangers, as that is what has kept the franchise alive. None of us remember the moments of drama, the conversations, or the silly jokes, but we all remember those epic moments when the Rangers would team up to destroy the villains at the end of the episode. We can also easily remember the themes of each season and the styles of the costumes or helmets. This is because all of that has been the most impactful thing about Power Rangers, and this they must maintain. Obviously, in order to be a series for adults, they should also improve the drama, the stories, the special effects, and not include so much silly comedy, but that doesn't mean that they should forget the essence that we have talked about in this whole video. Write in the comments anything else they should include in the reboot, like this video, and subscribe to see new Power Rangers teams.